Now. Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 Weekends. I'm Rachel Eiler. We'll get to those stories in just a second, but first, Milwaukee police have released officer body camera video and 911 calls of a fatal police shooting on the city's south side nearly 2 months ago. Meanwhile, the family of the man shot and killed says there's more to what happened. They have now hired an attorney and are fighting for change. Katie Crowther from our sister station in Milwaukee reports.
Behind you. Yeah. Adam, you go. I got the front.
This body cam video shows the police perspective moments before an officer shot and killed 49-year-old Roberto Zielinski on Sunday, May 30th near 29th and Cleveland. MPD also sharing photos of the investigation afterwards and 2 911 calls from people who live nearby.
Shooting, we got kids in here.
How many shots did he fire?
At least 6 or 7, but I would let the officers know that he's like legit trying to be suicidal, so if they come up on him, he's probably going to shoot.
So he's inside the house?
He's on his porch. No, he's on his porch. He's shooting up and down the block in the alley.
When officers arrived, they say Zielinski was armed with a gun on his front porch, but moved to the back of his house and fired shots.
Another round.
You can hear police make contact with him.
He's there. You see him? No, I don't. I'm ready to take him.
Milwaukee police, you need to stop that. Sir, drop the gun.
He's going to shoot. Back it up.
Drop the gun.
They say Zielinski raised the gun to his head.
Don't do it. Put the gun down. It'll be all right. Don't do it, buddy. Put the gun down.
But the attorney representing Zielinski's family says something is missing from the police video.
Moments before Robert Zielinski was murdered, he was calling out for help, asking for his sister, a Milwaukee police officer, to be contacted and brought to the scene to help him. He held a gun to his head because he was in a mental health crisis.
Police say in the video that audio is redacted to protect family members' identity. The family says they want all police body cam video and audio released, not just some of it. And they plan to take legal action against MPD.
And makes me wonder and gets me concerned about how MPD handles situations with people who have mental health crisis.
And Andrew, a wonderful day outside for a weekend.
It sure was, Rachel. Today was great. We had plenty of sun today, maybe a little bit of smoke in the air too. And we had those high temperatures today arriving in those low to mid 80s, some upper 70s. So a comfortable, nice summer day all around. Now looking outside at our sky cam of Rhinelander today at that time lapse, you'll see hardly any clouds at all, but we did have kind of that pale blue sky develop today. That was with kind of that smoke coming on up from Canada, from those wildfires. So a little bit of that today, leaving us around with a pretty starry night coming on up overnight. So for the next 6 hours, seeing mostly clear skies, low temperatures getting into those middle 50s. And on the backside of the night, we'll stick with those mid 50s for our low temperatures, seeing that sun right away to start off Sunday. So here we go for a sneak peek at your forecast for the next couple of days here. We are going to be keeping up that sun all the way through Tuesday, and we'll be keeping up those temperatures too. Look at Monday, a high of 87. Some of us could even touch 90 degrees. Rachel?
Thank you, Andrew. The annual art sale and show Artorama is back for its 49th year. Artorama organizers say that the show differs from others mainly because the art goes through a jury process as a way to make sure that the art is high quality for buyers.
In March, we look at all of them and look at the quality of their work. It all has to be handmade. We have a lot of painters, jewelers, potters, and so everything here is definitely handmade. Nothing that's bought or brought in.
Zahowski says that after the show was canceled last year, visitors and artists were happy for the return.
Very excited this year. Lots of people, a lot of people shopping that had missed last year's show. The artists are very happy to be here and be able to sell their work again. It was a tough year for a lot of artists, and this really is a boost for them.
And it wasn't just Northwoods buyers or sellers. Many came from as far south as Florida. Featured in the show, there was also a silent auction that raised funds for scholarships going towards local graduating high school seniors. And while winter is still a few months away, don't want to think about snow yet, but a new ski chalet at Granite Peak is going to welcome back the 2021-22 ski season visitors. According to a post on their Facebook, their current deck will be extended, which will allow capacity for 60 more people. Among the upgrades coming with the deck includes a new fire pit, tables and chairs, and a new heating element to keep skiers and guests warm. Construction is expected to begin sometime this fall, with planned completion in time for the start of the season. Well, a historic building in Elko is now having some work done to protect the legacy of the town's past. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pozorski spoke with the Elko Historical Society about the former Grange Hall.
The Grange building holds historical significance for many people here in Elko, and that is why community members are working to preserve that history.
When people go by, they say, oh, there's activity there again.
Built in 1911, the building has been bought and sold a few times during its lifetime.
In the early 30s, the Modern Woodmen of America sold the building to the Grange Hall, or to the Grange movement, and then the Grange used the building, and then they used it with town hall functions.
And now, after more than a century of being an Elko staple, the Grange is getting a much-needed restoration, and the stories of yesteryear are helping to inspire that restoration.
A gentleman, 93 years old, stopped by, and he was very choked up, and I went to his car, and he said, well, it's interesting because you guys are painting it the same color it was when I grew up here.
The Elko Historical Society is just in its infancy, meaning funds are hard to come by. However, plans for after the restoration is done are plenty.
It will be an educational place for people to come and learn about our history, to bring the town together so people know what Elko is about in the surrounding area, what was going on around here.
Preserving the history and the stories that come with the building is the most important goal, with hopes to finish the restoration before the memories fade away. In Elko, Kyle Pozorski, Newswatch 12.
Thank you, Kyle. In parts of the country, COVID concerns are back as vaccinations continue to slow down. Lack of vaccinations as well. Health officials now fear of another surge. I'll break it down after the break. But first, Andrew Kiefer is in next with your full forecast right here on NBC.
I think my teachers are really awesome. They're just so nice and willing to help with anything we need.
What I think everybody should know about the RVA is that it's not what you might think of as a typical homeschooling experience. It's very challenging.
Most people think that you don't get to talk to people if you're homeschooled, but it's the opposite of that.
It's flexible, but it offers each kid a chance to excel in subjects that they're good in, and it gives them extra support in the subjects that they need help in.
The RVA has changed my life by helping me prepare for college and encourage me to plan ahead for life.
I'm not just treating patients. I'm taking care of my neighbors.
So when you ask me, do I trust the COVID-19 vaccines?
My answer is yes. My answer is yes.
My answer is yes. Ask your family doctor what they think.
Dad, we do this every day.
When I was your age, we didn't have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with intelligent all-wheel drive. You know what we had? The occasional Sunday drive, a gravel road here and there. We didn't get to experience the thrill of groundbreaking driving technology on a daily basis like you kids do.
The fiercely reimagined Nissan Rogue. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models or save up to $52.62 on select models.
Moondeer and Friends Gallery in downtown Boulder Junction offers an eclectic mix of contemporary fine art and craft, antiques, professional custom frame service, and many other smaller gift items, featuring the work of gallery owner Sarah Mender, as well as over 150 other regional artists.
Quality Homes of Tomahawk now sells modular homes built by Wisconsin Homes. Wisconsin Homes has maintained a tradition of building some of the finest homes on the market. Quality Homes also has a large selection of new manufactured and mobile homes. New homes starting at only $48,984. All prices include delivery and setup anywhere in Wisconsin. Whether buying your first home or a cabin getaway, Quality Homes has the experience and expertise to make your dreams a reality.
Welcome back and happy Saturday night. It was a great day all around to be in the North Woods. We had plenty of sun, really nice temperatures, really comfortable today, and there was hardly any wind. So any of you right now having a bonfire tonight, you're seeing that smoke go straight up in the air, and that is going to be the case through the rest of the overnight as we have that stillness to the air all really across the state as we have an area of high pressure that's been parked overhead in no rush to go anywhere anytime soon. So that's introducing clear skies tonight, very tranquil conditions, and that will be the trend for the next couple of days. Now, looking at those current temperatures right now, we are in the 80s and some upper 70s today, now down to those 60s and 50s. We still have a few more degrees to shave off tonight. We'll be landing in those low to middle 50s overnight. And now I want to talk about our dew point trend here for just a moment for the next several hours here. You'll notice getting down to those mid to upper 50s for our lowest dew points overnight. So just remember that 57, we're going to have temperatures getting below that tonight. Now I want to talk about fog development and why that's important. So we've been talking about for the last couple of nights seeing late overnight fog, and that's been due to having the perfect set of ingredients working together to produce that. So we have clear skies, number one. Been seeing that for the last several nights, very starry skies. That's been with that high pressure overhead. So very mild conditions there, along with calm winds. So just we saw a few minutes ago a stillness to the air overnight tonight, as we have had for the last couple of nights. These together allow for the formation of fog to develop overnight. So like I said, overnight temperatures are getting down to those middle 50s below those dew points. And when we get there, we're reaching 100% of relative humidity, which means that any moisture in the air is no longer able to be held. And that leads to condensation, which then leads to that fog development. So we have cooling surface temperatures, and that is allowing for when those temperatures get below that dew point, we start to have that formation of fog. So that eventually then starts to build as we have more and more cooling go on throughout the night, and then it continues to stack, and thus we have that fog development, which typically comes late into the night, because then when we start out the day, we get right back up into warmer temperatures and plenty of sun that then gets that clearing for the day, and then we're going to be seeing plenty of sun tomorrow. So overnight tonight, expect that fog coming late, and then that dissipates early, and then we're introduced with another round of sunshine for our Sunday. And then after that, we are going to be having some rain chances expected. That's going to be picking up on Monday night into Tuesday, and then we'll have a couple chances for some showers and maybe some thunderstorms during the week, a lot of that being in the overnight periods. Now, we are also going to be having increased temperatures later on into the early part of the week, looking for that high on Monday of 87 degrees. Some of us could be touching 90 as well, and behind that, we'll be back into more of those low to mid 80s to ride out the rest of the week and into the weekend with that high on Saturday of 82 degrees. But for now, tonight, we're going to be seasonably cool down to about 53 degrees. We're developing that fog late into overnight, and that will be, again, with that stillness in the air and clear skies overnight, which will then be introducing us to a pretty clear Sunday as well, so mostly sunny skies. High temperatures in those middle 80s. And now for a look at your extended forecast, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, is going to show after that 84 on Sunday, we're reaching for a high of 87 on Monday, carrying on those dry conditions all the way until Wednesday. Rachel?
Thank you, Andrew. Americans may want to keep masks handy and maintain some social distancing from others in public spaces, mainly because health officials now have major concerns as a now dominant variant of the coronavirus is spreading and many are not getting vaccinated. John Lawrence reports.
The hope of the U.S. having a so-called return to normalcy this summer might be fading away.
Every state in the country and Washington, D.C. are seeing big rises in cases.
The U.S. saw an average of more than 26,000 new COVID-19 cases over the last week, a 67% hike from the previous week, according to data from Johns Hopkins University.
It's coming for us. It's a beast. That's what we're seeing in the hospital. That's why we're nervous.
Long story short, the Delta variant of COVID-19, first reported in India, is spreading in the U.S., and not enough Americans are rolling up their sleeves to get a shot.
We are either going to get vaccinated and end the pandemic, or we are going to accept death.
Among those who have yet to get a shot, the younger population.
What we're seeing right now is a lot of young people getting sick from COVID, and not just that they're developing very severe disease and needing to be hospitalized in the ICU, which is happening, but also there is the effects of long COVID that these young kids are going to have that we don't even fully understand at this point.
In response to the rise in COVID-19 cases, some areas are bringing back mask guidelines, including parts of California and Nevada. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Coming up next, it's Game 5 tonight for the Bucks. They're currently leading in the fourth quarter. Griffin Stroin is in next. He's going to give us some highlights. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with four-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
Experience iconic luxury in a Cadillac SUV, like the XT6, an IIHS top safety pick with seating for up to 7 passengers. Or the XT5, with over 20 available safety and driver assistance features. Your Cadillac SUV experience awaits.
Get 1.9% APR for 72 months, plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2021 Cadillac XT6 and XT5.
Visit O'Malley Cadillac in Wausau or Rhinelander Cadillac in Rhinelander.
Have all the summer projects got you feeling like you are juggling more than you want? Maher Water Corporation can help you take one ball out of the mix. Just like taking a break to watch our athletes compete in Japan, this summer you can take a break and let us treat your water. So while you are rooting on the U.S., enjoy your American-made water. And to all the athletes representing our country, bring home the gold.
Here's some helpful power sports safety tips from Oneida and Vilas County. Remember that off-trail riding is trespassing and that alcohol and riding don't mix. All UTV passengers must wear safety restraints. Be sure to follow the posted speed limit. Children ages 12 to 15 must have an ATV safety certificate and be accompanied by an adult. Anyone under the age of 18 must wear a minimum Department of Transportation standard ATV or motorcycle helmet. It's your responsibility to know the laws before operating an ATV or UTV.
Sports Watch 12 with Griffin Stroin starts now.
I cannot stress the importance of this game enough. To bring a championship home to Milwaukee, the Bucks have to win a game on the road, something that neither team has been able to do so far. But if the Bucks want to win in 6 and at home, they'd have to win tonight. We can't show you the highlights right now because the game's still going on. The score is 114 to 107. Milwaukee got out to a bad start. They were down 16 at the end of the first quarter, but they would turn things around in the second. They scored 43 points to take a 3-point lead going into halftime. And Drew Holiday, he's been doing it all for this team. He's got 27 points, 11 assists. Hopefully, the Bucks can hold on and take a 3-2 lead in the series. Now, heading into the All-Star break, the Brewers, they lost 3 straight against the Cincinnati Reds. Well, last night they were able to get a little bit of revenge, winning Game 1 of this 3-game series. But hey, this series is also super important because the Reds are only 5 games back of Milwaukee. Game 2 at the Great American Ballpark. Nice day for a game, but not a great start for Brandon Woodruff, the All-Star. He's already given up 1 run. Kyle Farmer's going to make it 2-0. That one smashed down the left field line, and it's going all the way to the corner. That's going to score another run, and it's only the 2nd inning. The Reds are up 2-0. But the Brewers will respond in the 7th. Milwaukee down 1. Willie Adames with a ball slapped into right field. We're going to have a play at the plate here. It seems like Colton Wong's out by a mile, but the catcher drops the ball. That game is tied. And then later on, it's Nomar Narvaez. He hits this one to center field. A great diving catch, but here comes the brother. Another play at the plate. And once again, Adames is safe. The Brewers are currently leading this one 3-2. The high school softball season ended, and unfortunately, no local teams were able to bring home a state title. However, though, a couple of stars were recognized this week on the all-state list. Medford's Martha Miller was named honorable mention, and it's a nice addition to her resume that also includes Conference Player of the Year in the GNC. Joining Miller on that list was DC Everett's Paige Kislow. Kislow was a unanimous selection for first-team All-Conference in the Wisconsin Valley. She helped lead the Evergreens to a conference title as well. Congrats to the both of them. Now, while most of us tune into the NBA Finals, a few Northwoods football stars had their games on the big stage. The final 2 high school all-star games took place on Saturday. In the small schools battle, North pulled off a 17-14 win. That game featured Edgar's Austin Dalkey and Max Larson. Stratford's Bo Gross made an appearance in the game, as did Tomahawk's Cade Wenninger. And then later on in the day, it was the large schools. It was their turn to hit the field. And Rhinelander's Jackson Labs enacted a no-fly zone on defense. The Hodag grabbed 2 interceptions on the day. And along with his teammate Quinn Lamers, Mosinese Drayton Lehman, Lakeland Union's Baron Lenz, and a pair of evergreens, the North pulled off a low-scoring 7-0 win. Now, day 3 of the Open Championship happened today in the United Kingdom. Things got interesting in today's round. A beautiful day for golf. I mean, just check out the course. That is breathtaking. Luis Ozian is your leader going into the final day. Here he is hitting a birdie putt on the 9th hole. That is butter. He finished at 12 under on the day, but right behind him are 2 Americans. Colin Morikawa is only 1 stroke behind the South African at 11 under. Check out this long-range putt for birdie on the 13th. That's why he's in second. And then in third, it's Jordan Spieth. The 2017 Open champion finds himself only 3 strokes behind heading into the final day. You can watch the final round right here on Newswatch 12. And that's all I have in sports. We will be right back after the break.
When you buy a mattress from Slumberland
and sleep on it for 120 nights,
if you're not happy, we'll make it right.
Get this Sealy Memory Foam Queen mattress for just $3.99.
Or come lay on our selection of 8 memory foam mattresses, all for under $1,000.
At Schrader's, we love summer, and it shows. Find a beautiful dress for that warm weather event. Shorts and tops in the latest trends. Keen sandals and Lake Girl. And get the perfect gift for that summer wedding.
You'll always find something new to love at Schrader's in Anago.
Renee is not an influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker. Just look at the way she's reshaping and reimagining her 4-acre slice of heaven. It's not hard to tell she's the real deal. Renee runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor because out here, you can't fake a job well done. Nothing runs like a deer.
Stop by Lakeland Lawn and Equipment in Arbor Vitae for special offers taking place for a limited time. Get great deals and service on legendary John Deere equipment.
When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. Why not let us take that crippling burden off your back? Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Hi, I'm Brian from Creative Granite. When I need the forecast from Minocqua, I go to WJFW.com for my hometown forecast.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com. When you buy a mattress from Slumberland
and sleep on it for 120 nights,
if you're not happy, we'll make it right.
Get this Sealy Memory Foam Queen mattress for just $3.99.
Or come lay on our selection of 8 memory foam mattresses, all for under $1,000.
Welcome back. When it comes to the Olympic athletes, we usually talk about their physical capabilities, but in a competition against the best in the world, getting gold can come down to the mental game as well. NBC's Liz McLaughlin has more on how Team USA has been brain training for the competition.
If the Olympics weren't already a high-pressure situation, add on challenges from pandemic protocols, disrupted routines, and no fans or family allowed.
That one will actually make me cry.
It's how athletes handle all of that stress that can make or break their performance.
There's a two-way street between the mind and the body.
Lindsay Shaw is a sports psychophysiologist with the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee, who uses EEG sensors to study athletes' brainwaves during training. Her team also analyzes data collected from TrackMan, a technology that tracks an object's movement in sports such as golf and shot put.
What ball speed, what spin, what launch angle, how much it curved in the air, what apex it achieved.
That information is used to see how a change in an athlete's brainwaves can change outcomes.
So it just gives us a more refined understanding of what's actually going on, and then it informs an intervention.
An intervention, such as a meditation program to create a calm mind for competing.
You want to be as relaxed as possible, but then be as focused as possible.
That's the goal of the brain training programs from a wearable called Focus Calm, used by athletes in USA weightlifting as well as Thai and Japanese archery teams.
By building those neural pathways and working on your neuroplasticity, you can then build up to become that elite performer mentally.
An edge athletes hope will lead them to the top of the podium this summer. Liz McLaughlin, NBC News.
They say you should wait 30 minutes to swim after you eat. Nobody said anything about slurping Arby's $1 floats. Seems like a great opportunity to slurp and splash. Arby's, we have the meat.
ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor. Have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
Greer's Pier is a beautiful full-service marina located in the middle of the Manitowish Waters chain of lakes, offering a large rental fleet of pontoon, ski, and bass fishing boats for on-the-water fun. Greer's Pier is a Sylvan and Evinrude Platinum dealer with a service department is second to none. The newly renovated store is stocked with everything you need for boating, water sports, swimming, and more. Enjoy an incredible lunch on the dock with a signature drink while watching the boats go by at Greer's Pier.
We want to see your big old fish. Go to WJFW.com, click on Big Old Fish under the Contest tab, and upload a photo of you and your latest catch. Then make sure your friends and family watch Newswatch 12 Friday evenings at 6 and 10, and Mondays on Newswatch 12 Today to see your photo featured on our Big Old Fish segment. Not only do you get to show off your superior fishing skills, you're also entered to win a fish mount from Norling Taxidermy Studio. Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
At our seminar, you'll find out how our high-intensity laser therapy can reset the pain cycle and erase the pain memory.
Join us at 1 o'clock in Mosinee.
If you have a pain today, don't wait tomorrow. Just see Integrated Pain Solutions. That's how I feel, and I would back them up 100%.
Meet us July 22nd in Mosinee. Call 844-200-PAIN to reserve your seat today.
Whoever made this weird nugget gave up hope. But whoever made Arby's new 100% chicken breast nuggets really cares. A lot. The most. 2 for $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Gold Medal Trailer Sales off Highway 51 in Merrill has new and used trailers, full service customer service department, large selection of parts, and now offering trailer rentals.
Welcome back. Let's not talk about anything but Bucks right now. Minute left in the game. They are up 120-117. How are we feeling? Game 6?
Nervous. Very nervous. But hey, if they win this game, their odds of winning the championship, much better. But I'm not jinxing anything. We got a lot of time left.
They've been doing pretty okay today. Not too bad. They just got to make it through the next minute or so of the game. But luckily, let's take away from the court for a second. Let's talk about outside. A beautiful day for the weekend.
Beautiful day into the weekend and beautiful overnight. So anyone celebrating, hopefully a Bucks win pretty shortly here. Should have a nice time tonight with the stillness to the air. Low temperatures in those low 50s, but for the rest of the weekend, not too bad. Mid 80s and plenty of sun. That will be all the way until Tuesday.
Beautiful. Looking forward to that. Bucks, keep fearing the deer. Let's go. Let's do it. That's it for your news around the Northwoods. I'm Rachel Eiler. See you tomorrow night.